to look about some of the essential properties of JavaScript object which are related with those property descriptors. So I'm just going to start with someone, just I have this object right now. Store, you can see like we have the multiple properties defined here. So as we have seen in the previous videos, if you have not watched it, I would recommend you to watch my previous videos as well. There I have explained like how we can define the descriptors of each properties and how we can do many more things along with that. Okay, so when we define an object, what we do is like we define just the value of a key, and besides that there are some other stuffs that we don't see it here. Those things are the descriptors. So we just define the value of each property, each key, each field, you can say like that. And let's say instead of defining like making the configuration false, configurable false for each and every properties, will what we can do is like you can have to write the defined properties again and again, or property again and again. So either of them you can use it, but you'll have to write more. So that will take like some time, or will have to write more line of codes. Instead of that, what you can do, like if you want to make the configurable false, what you can do is like you can write seal. So when you write seal, you can just do store. Now what will happen is like it will be applied to all the properties available in this object. So let's say to just verify it, I will just do one thing. I will just use the get own property descriptors, since I need to see all the properties, all the fields descriptions. I'm just using the store object name here. And if I expand this, you will notice like the configurable is false for each property, right? So now we cannot configure the properties of this object, as well as we cannot modify, or we can modify, but we cannot delete the property. Let's say the store name, let's say if you want to delete the store name, we'll try to delete it right now. To delete the store name, what we do is like we write the delete keyword here, and we write the store name. Now it seems like this got deleted, but as you can see, like it is false here. Let me try to console it again and see like whether it got deleted or no. So we try deleting of store name, but you still see the store name here. So that means like it has not been it is not deleted here. All right, that's fine. Now what we can do here is like along with the I mean we show here the property descriptors along with the configurable. If you want to turn off the writable as well, we just don't want anyone to modify my properties, and we want to do it for all the object properties. Instead of doing it for one property, we want to do it for all the properties. By properties here, what I mean is the object fields, which is store name, and categories, and other things which we define it directly in the object. All right. So to do this, what we can do is like we'll have to add object dot freeze, and in freeze what we can do is like we can write the object directly, and the object is store. And now we'll see like when we'll get the descriptors again, we'll see like its writable is false here for each and every properties. Now you see like its writable is false for the categories and also for store name. So when we freeze it, it freezes the right access as well. And when we seal it, it actually turn off the configuration. It is not like you cannot delete it. It's sealed, so you cannot delete the property. You cannot write. You can write it, but you cannot delete the properties, and you cannot modify the configurations as well, right? Okay. Now what we can do is like there's one more thing. Let's say we don't want anyone to add new properties to our object. Let's say for here with the stores, what we want to do is we want to add store ID. So and if we directly do it, it will be added, right? So that's the thing which you already know. So I'm just going to skip that, and let's see how we can prevent the extension of it. So to prevent extension, we'll use the method prevent extension, and we'll write the store here. And now we cannot add anything You cannot add new properties to it. Like let's try to do that and write store ID here, and let's try to write 1 2 3 4 5, and now you will see like it seems added, but actually it has not been, it is not there, right? So if I type or store, you'll see like okay, it's not added there. So that means when you prevent extension, it will not allow to add new properties. You might be thinking whether we can delete the properties, and also you can do that. You can delete the properties if it is not frozen. I mean, if it is not frozen or sealed, then you can definitely delete the properties. If you want to write some property, then you will have to make sure like it's not frozen, so and the writable is true there. Since when it will be frozen, your writable will false, so you cannot just modify any of the properties. But and you will have to make sure like configurable is true if you want to delete some properties from there, right? Okay. So just to verify whether your object is frozen or sealed, or is it like extension is it allow or not. So let's see one by one. For example, like I just want to see whether it is extendable or not. So in that case, what we can do is we can write the object name, and it will show like okay, this thing is not extendable. Similarly, if you want to see like whether my object is sealed or not, for the sealed, you if you remember like it turns off the configurable properties, so no one will be able to delete or modify any configuration. Or I mean by configuration what I mean is descriptors. So in that case, if I write store, so you can see like this is sealed. And also like freeze, so in freeze what will happen is we'll turn off the writable. So we can also verify as we freezed it, right? So in that case, sorry, so we already did the freeze, so we here we need to do is like is frozen. Now we'll say like it's true. So that's all from this video. We'll see more in detail about other steps like get and etc in the upcoming videos.